So I remember being back with my daddy. Here we go again, right? 3 videos in a row I've mentioned my dad because most of these tools that I'm showing you came from back then. So we've got a bunch of these. I've got a bunch of these because dad's dead. He's not around anymore. So see how rusty these things are? So my dad was a truck driver, and I was riding around with him. And there's a place that makes these Craftsman tools somewhere in Arkansas. And Arkansas. Some people call it Arkansas. Some people call it Arkansas. All I know is, judging by some videos that I've watched on YouTube, don't speed away from the highway patrol in Arkansas. Have you ever watched some of those videos? Holy crap. Arkansas Highway Patrol is vicious, or they just got more videos on YouTube than any other state, but they don't fuck around. So we got a bunch of these rusty old regular wrenches, and Dad was just looking out there, and there was a bunch of blanks on the ground. So I don't know if I got any of those still left, but see, they've got some. That one there was, well, you can't see that. So it's got that little nub on it. I think this was an actual tool. You can see that little nub up there, right? I think these were experimental or something, or maybe that was just a blank. It was supposed to like bite into the wrench a little better. This right here is a 7/16, but none of them have a finish coat on them, so they get rusty really quick. They don't have a finish coat like this, which takes a while to rust because they're dipped in chrome. Maybe. So we got those off the ground. The guy said you could pick up as many of them on the ground as you want and take them with you. So my dad grabbed like 4 or 5 gallon buckets and loaded up these tools. And there's some big ones too that we got. Like, you know, that's a 1 1/16 inch that was laying on the ground out there, and it actually had both sides punched out. So we just got tons and tons of these wrenches. I've still had to buy wrenches, especially the 10mm, because, you know, I guess it's a common thing. I can't ever find a damn 10mm wrench whenever I need one. So we got Harbor Freight. At least you can go up there and get some stuff pretty cheap. You know what I mean? So this right here is a GPS. I got this from a bank. You remember back whenever the banks were giving away free shit to open up an account? Believe it or not, I think it was Bank of America. If you opened up a free checking account back in the late 90s, you get one of these GPS. I'll actually make a video on this guy because GPS has come a long way. I don't even know if it still works. Probably all rusted and stuff on the inside. No, it'll still work. Sure, they still sell these, but they're just basic GPS. You know, you can pin yourself, point yourself. Way before this GPS was out a long time ago. I'll have to make a video on that too. I've got all kinds of weird stuff in here. So this is the video that everybody's been waiting for because no one has ever seen the tools that I'm fixing to show you. All right, I'm just joking. Probably people have seen the tools, but if you're younger, you might have seen a screwdriver, but you might not have seen one with that's made out of wood on the end. So they're a little old. It's old flathead. Then you get the more modern chainsaw file, and you see I keep everything. Even though I broke that file, I haven't pulled it out yet, and I'm probably going to need another tool, like a pair of vice grips, to get that out. But as a chainsaw file holder, more modern screwdriver. Phillips head. In case you don't know what a Phillips head looks like, that's what it looks like. And another flat screwdriver. Alright, I've got about 100 screwdrivers, but I used to work for a company called Conway Freight. It's now called XBO Logistics. But you know, after you did some safety stuff and you didn't have an accident, they gave you a little screwdriver, and I still use it. Some things just keep on giving, and that screwdriver is one of them. I don't work there anymore. As a matter of fact, they went out of business. I'm just going to show you. This is what a socket looks like, in case no one knows. Is that ½ inch, ¼ inch? You tell me. Put it down in the comments what that is, because there's always someone that needs to put their 2 cents in. I'll let you guys tell people what that is. What size do you think that is? I can tell you what size the actual socket is. Hell, that's a good wrench. That's a 1 inch good wrench. I don't know how good it is. I've got several sockets. So those are the pretty easy ones. I'm trying to... all kinds of socket extensions. These come in handy whenever you need them. And they just sit in the toolbox when you don't need them. So I bought these at Harbor Freight. Alright? I bought these just a little while ago, because I was trying to replace the chipper blade on my chipper. And I forgot which one it was. The one that I don't have. But as soon as I put it on my wrench, because this is a 3/4 inch, as soon as I put it on there and I torqued it and I put a long ass 20-foot bar on the end of it, well, these things just broke. But I went back up to Harbor Freight and they replaced it. But those things just tear off. So if you're putting a lot of torque on these, wouldn't recommend them. But hell, they're only like $4.99 for all these little socket extensions, and for the most part, just about every repair, unless you're trying to take blades off a chipper, because those damn things they're tight. I thought someone put red Loctite on my chipper whenever and I'll have to make a video of that too. I've got an old Easy Beaver chipper that I use in the tree work. It's a little windy back here. That's pretty cool. You can see the wind. Stuff that you normally wouldn't notice, right? And let's see. I guess the other tool that I got that's close to me that I can show you is this rivet gun. And I think I bought this at Ace Hardware. I could have probably went to Harbor Freight and bought this same thing for like 40 cents, 40% cheaper. But it's a cool rivet gun. I needed it for one job, and it was cheaper to buy the tool and it was to hire somebody with the tool. So I bought the tool, I learned to use the tool, and I made money with the tool. That's what tools are all about. Or they're going to save you a bunch of money. I prefer to make money with my tools, but at the same time, if you're doing the repairs and stuff yourself, you're saving money. Just some simple stuff that goes through my mind. And I keep everything, like I said. So this is an old screwdriver that broke. But you never know. I mean, look at the damn end of that. Why do I keep that? Because you never throw your tools away. I might need that to chisel something one day. The wife thinks otherwise, but she pretty much stays away from my tools as much as she stays away from my tools. And I try to stay away from the kitchen, especially when she's cooking. So I used to use this thing. This is almost an 8-minute video, so I'm gonna end it with this right here. But does anyone know what that is? If you guessed a tire tread depth gauge, then you are correct. So we use this to put into semi tires and check and make sure we got at least 4 32/2 of an inch, 2 32/2 of an inch, 4 32/2 of an inch up there on those drive tires, 2 32/2 of an inch on all the rest of the tires, just to make sure that the Department of Transportation or the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration won't shut us down. However, I don't drive trucks anymore. So there's some knowledge that used to help me out that may help you out if you're a truck driver. And it's always good, if you are a truck driver, keep yourself some basic tools on hand. You think your company is going to take care of it and they say don't work on it? Keep some basic tools on hand, because you never know. You're going to need them. You will need them. But we're closing up on 10 minutes here. And I know that this video, we'll get into some more trucking stories on something else. But anyway, y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.